Good evening. It's PCTV, Prescott Cable Television. Channel 6 and 18 are our local live channels carrying out content to subscribers in Prescott and Hastings area. I'm your announcer again, Chris Hove, alongside Paul Most on the camera, Heather Hove doing the stats, and the board, and Larry M producing today. Special Middle Border Conference matchup today between the Ellsworth Panthers and the Prescott Cardinals. We have another special moment here. We have Senior Day at the ballpark. And up first will be, looks like Tucker Lansing. Talking about his favorite baseball memory is playing baseball with all of his buddies. And they refer to him as Tin Cup. So that's Tucker Lansing. And here's another senior, number 12, Dylan Sterud. He will go on to UW Stout to do mechanical engineering. Very bright young man. Oh, wow. I was just saying that Dylan is also in band, only senior member in band, so he would go to the band concerts wearing his baseball jersey. So, bright young man there. Number 22, Brady Block. He'll go on to play football and work on business administration. He has been the captain of not only the baseball team, but the football team and assistant captain of the basketball team. So there's Brady Block. I believe 3 of 5 seniors on this team. And number 26, Wesley Dobbs.
Wesley will be attending Bridgewater State University.
He'll be attending Bridgewater State University.
His favorite song is Mississippi.
He's going to be playing baseball there.
His favorite memory was the
and also doing some drafting.
Scottish Grove when he hurled 7 innings of shutout baseball into victory.
Wesley had a pretty good year here for the Cardinals pitching. Clocked his fastball at around 82.
At about 87 miles an hour when he comes into the dugout after being removed from a game. Nice job, Wes.
So there's Wesley Dobbs.
Our last senior, number 29, Dryden
And the man of all seasons is what I like to call him, Dryden Seeley. He'll be going on to Hamlin University. Played football, played baseball. He's had all the basketball games, all the girls' basketball games. He's a very good leader, very good man.
Favorite baseball memory, Wisconsin Dells tournament his junior year.
And he loves to win.
Dryden's claim to fame is, of course, his long curly hair. He has been the butt of many Coach Ryan's career and was even teased by Dan Cole, the common man from K-Fan. Dryden, step out, doff your cap, and please run your fingers through your hair one more time.
And he's running his hair through that curly hair of his.
Awesome.
Dryden says that's his claim to fame.
All right, folks, there you have it. One more round of applause.
And let's thank all of our seniors here. We thank you guys. Hopefully you go on to bigger and better things next year. A couple of them playing baseball. And that's your seniors for tonight. As we'll go through, Ellsworth is coached by Brandon Volker. They're right in the middle of that Middle Border Conference, fighting Prescott for some seeding here. They're a half game ahead of Prescott, so this is a big game. And both of them play on Thursday as well. They have kind of that weird scheduling this year where you play one team twice in 2 days. So Ellsworth lineup, they'll have number 11, batting first, number 11, center fielder Carter Pierce. Number 15, playing right field, Griffin Blomberg. Number 26, DHing, Nolan Coomer. And pitching will be Landon Lampman. He won't be batting today, number 4. Number 23, Derek Johnson, will be at first base. Number 25, Anthony Madsen at shortstop. Number 3, Caden Graff will be in center field. Number 5, George Roll, the freshman, very tall freshman, playing first base. Number 2, Max Langer playing third. And Nick Kemmerer behind the dish, catching Lampman. And they will be going against left-hander for the Cardinals, Cullen Hoopert, making another start today. The Cardinals will have, we'll go through our alignment first. Playing shortstop, or actually first base, will be Dryden Seeley. Second base, Mason Schumer. Shortstop, Barrett Timmers. Third will be Dane Pahacek. The left field will be Ian Leask. Center field, Nolan Tomley. And Cole Platson will get to start in right field. They're coached by Jeff Ryan. Like I said, they're 1.5 game behind Ellsworth here, so this will be a big game for seedings, as I believe they come out tomorrow. And I think they also play Osceola, but I think the rankings will already be set before they play Osceola. And we're waiting on a meeting of the mound here. Very warm day up in the box today. A nice sunny day out on the field. Wind blowing out towards right center field. Your Panthers will be in their patented purple with white trim, white pants, and your Cardinals will be in their home. Red jerseys, white pants, and stirrup socks. See, they forgot to drag the outfield lines again, Paul. So the recap this weekend was the Invitational. It was the rain held off till right when we got done, right when I think we all got home, the rain started falling. But Prescott came back against Ashland, put up 12 runs in the 4th and 5th inning to win 13-8. It almost seemed like they were down and out, and then all of a sudden the Bats woke up. They got on base with a couple walks, and big hit by Cole Platson, big hit by Tucker Lansing. And then they went on to play number 1 ranked St. Croix Falls in Division III, lost 1-0 on a wild pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. Braden Olson, the guy who's going to Purdue next year for St. Croix Falls, struck out 15 Cardinals, and they had a team no-hitter against them. So he was throwing, had to have been at least in the mid-90s. So Cardinals had a chance to beat them, but they'll get back another home game here, conference game, and look to get back on track here. Real decent crowd here tonight as Ellsworth was just down the freeway. They tend to get a lot of fans here for basketball, football, and baseball. Good to see that. They're probably one of the only, what do you think, Heather, one of the only student sections we see at basketball games? Ellsworth and I think Osceola brings some fans. Other than that, not too many away student sections. Like I said, Ian Lease will be in left field. He won't be in the lineup today because Hoopert will bat and Brady Block will DH. So Ian Lease will just be fielding for right now. Notice George Roll in the lineup. He's a freshman. Very tall freshman. And here we go. We're ready for baseball. About 81 degrees. First pitch. We're right at 456 is up high for a ball. Hoopert to number 11, Carter Pierce. So lefty-righty matchup to start the game here. And there's a called strike inside corner, 1-1 now. And that's outside, 2-1. Only 4 seniors on this Panther team. And they have 8 underclassmen, sophomore and freshman and sophomore. There's a foul ball there. It'll even the count at 2-2. Just 5 juniors, 4 seniors, and the rest are freshmen and sophomores. So a nice young up-and-coming team here. So count tied up here at 2-2. Hooper delivers. High and outside, 3-2. Want to get some quick outs here to start the game. Get these bats going. And there's another foul back. Got 2 to the house so far. We'll have another 3-2. And the lefty delivers. Ground ball, third base. In between short and third, will get through to left. Didn't know if the play was going to be able to be made there by Pahacek, but leaks into left field, and they'll have a leadoff single. Just one of those right off the end, just kind of bleeds through. Now it'll be up to Griffin Blomberg, number 15, the right fielder in today's game. Throw to first, he's back. We have seen Cullen pick off a few guys this year. And typically with lefties, it's a lot easier to get them at first. And there's a good fastball. Strike one, 0-1. And then throw to first. He's back again. Pierce not really have a big lead over there yet. Couple of paces off first there, and the pitch. Foul ball, back to the house again. Watch out, little girl. Oh, up the road a little bit. So now Hooper gets to work 0-2 now. Let's see what he wants to throw here. Blomberg's been behind in the fastball here so far. See if they stick with it. And the pitch. It is a breaking ball, but left up high, a 1-2. This will be a battle of who'll get a home game here in the rankings. Runner takes off. Strike 3 called. Throw to second. In there with a stolen base, but they'll get the strikeout for out number 1. It'll be a stolen base for Pierce. And now it'll be number 3 hitter, Nolan Coomer, DHing today. This is one of the plenty of sophomores they have on this team. Another breaking ball left outside. So 2 breaking balls from Cullen. One was up high and one was left outside. All the rest have been fastballs. And there's a good fastball there. Swing and a miss from Coomer, 1-1. And that's inside, 2-1 now. Cardinals got their first non-conference win over the weekend over Ashland. They've kind of had some bad luck this year. And when they've put together some innings, the other team tends to tie it or take the lead. We've got a 2-2 count now from Coomer. They've gone in streaks where they put up a bunch of runs and then they go and they have 1 or 2 run games. But when you're going against a guy like Olson on St. Croix Falls, that's going to happen. He throws hard. Like I said, he had 15 strikeouts. So 2-2 now, Hooper to Coomer. And that's good block by Lansing. Be a full count now. Tucker dives over that batter's box and keeps it in front of him. There's a fastball grounded to third, and it's by Pahacek. Looked like that probably should have been fielded. I'm not sure. Throw to the cutoff, and it's 1-0 Ellsworth. So we'll see what they want to score here. Looked like it might have been just under his glove. That'll be an E5. And that type of stuff has happened. They've gotten the errors, walked a couple guys, and it seems that the errors and walks always haunt. So cleanup hitter, number 23, Derek Johnson. Second baseman today. And that's inside, 1-0. Another sophomore in this lineup. And that checked at, it's called strike, 1-1. Is in the zone for strike. And there's a foul ball just off the end of the bat to the backstop. Be 1-2 now. As you can tell, Johnson's not too committed on that fastball. Check swing, and that one was kind of another half swing there. See if he just tries to throw it by him here. No, went to the breaking ball, but stayed up high again. 2-2 now, 1 down. First half of the top of the first here at Fire Hall Field. There's a fastball short. They might have 2. There's 1 and got him. So good job coming back. There's Cullen Hoopert. An error in the inning allows a run to score. And going to the bottom of the first, it's 1-0 Ellsworth. So leading off the bottom of the first, number 15, Barrett Timmers, the shortstop today. Be going against Landon Lampman, the junior left-hander. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Timmers did not have a very good hitting weekend, but he was on base a lot. And he made some great plays in the field, especially against Ashland. And second pitch is up high, 2-0 now. And that's ball 3, inside 3-0. So Lampman just one of the few juniors on this team. Down 3-0, and that one's walked. They walked Timmers. Good speed at first base now. That'll bring Nolan Tomley. He did have a good weekend hitting. He had a couple hits against Ashland on one of the few base runners in St. Croix Falls. See if he can carry that over from the weekend. Now good speed at first. There's Timmers. There's a strike from Lampman. Strike 1, 0-1. Good take there after 4 straight balls. So now we're ready. Timmers gets his lead. And the pitch. Fly ball right side, cutting towards foul territory, and it drops. Will not be caught. Yeah, he ran a long ways, that right fielder. Couldn't quite get it. Blomberg out there. That they're playing on. Center fielder's playing left side of second, so they're playing him to pull. So now Blomberg goes a little bit towards the right field line. If he can get this to right center field, there's a big gap out there. Now hit to first, second base. Fields it, throws, and he called him out. Looked like Tomley had beat him, but man, so they get the out. Timbers will go to second. Looked like a tie to me, but that's why I'm up here. Tomley, nice hustle down the baseline there. Here's Brady Block, the senior captain of the baseball team, DHing. Wearing that familiar number 22. That's up high and outside, 1-0. See if Brady can hit one in here, runner in scoring position. And the 1-0. And that's low, looked like 2-0. Didn't have a lot of opportunities this weekend with runners in scoring position, but did hit the ball hard, just hit it right at guys. And there's a swinging strike, now 2-1. And they're playing, once again, they're playing block to pull. And there's a hit to right field, right fielder back. But the wind holds it up there. Timmers cannot tag. And they kind of ran into each other there at second base, but it'll be a fly out to right field, 2 down. Now it'll be Mason Schumer. Still one of the hottest Cardinals hitter here. He just seems to like that first pitch, and we'll see if he takes one here. I'm going to say no. He always gets hits, though. That first pitch is his. Too far outside. I was wrong. 1-0. So Timmers is still at second, 2 down now. Bottom of the first. Ellsworth put up that 1 run. And the 1-0 to Schumer. Up high, 2-0. And that's inside, 3-0. So if he gets on, it'll be up to Dryden Seeley, the man for all seasons. See what they do on 3-0 here. Down a run. And he full take there on 3-0. His strike is in there, 3-1. See if you can get a good fastball here. See if you can handle it. And a good swing there up and over the backstop. He's 3-2 now. He's right on that. Timmers gets even a bigger lead at second there. And the 3-2. Hit to right field, line drive on his knees, and he'll catch it. Cardinals will leave 1 on base here. They get a walk, leave him on board at second. End of 1, 1-0 Ellsworth. Top of the second here at Fire Hall Field. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Anthony Madsen, the shortstop. One of the few seniors in this lineup. First pitch is a ball outside. 1-0, Colin Hooper. There's a foul. Look out, look out. Ooh, right off the door of the house. Look, good thing it was that high because there's little kids over there too. It's a 1-1 count now. Breaking ball, nice pitch, 1-2. Hooper finally getting that breaking ball in there. See if we can mix that in now throughout the day. And fastball inside, 2-2 now. Madsen wearing that shin guard on that front foot. I have fouled him off there many times. It does not feel good. Another foul off to the house. Especially that front foot, your plant foot, or your stride foot, I guess. 2-2 up high now, 3-2. I've actually seen some MLB players break their shins. That's why all of them wear that shin guard. So 3-2 now. Fastball right center field. In comes the center fielder. He's got it. Out number 1. Good play there from Nolan Tomley. He closed the gap there quick. I didn't know if he was going to get there, but his speed got there. Out number 1. Now it'll be Caden Graff, the left fielder. And first pitch, breaking ball in there. Good pitch from Cullen. Working ahead of the batter again. 0-1. Fastball up high. Evens the count at 1-1. And swinging strike. Strike 2 there. Good fastball shown by Hooper. And swinging strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Colin Hooper. Here's a freshman, George Roll. Very good basketball player as well. And now he's here batting 7th for the baseball team. Breaking ball stays outside, 1-0. Roll is a pretty familiar name in these parts of towns as well. Liz Roll, Benny Roll, Jeannie Roll. Now Collins starts him 2-0 now. There's a swinging strike, 2-1. Fastball just blew it by him. And there's off the hands there. Timmers comes in, fields it off the ground. Now he overthrows Seeley. Roll's going to go to second, throw down to second. He's going to be out. And he is out. So we'll have an error on Timmers. Seeley with a nice throw to second. Roll out by a mile. Error in the inning. No one left on. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Ellsworth. First baseman Dryden Seeley. Going against the lefty. Still Lampman. And that's a ball outside. Lampman, shorter, one of the shorter pitchers, but he's got a pretty good fastball for how short he is. He can throw the ball. And a foul back. 1-1 now. Want to get on for one of the hotter Cardinal hitters here, Colin Hoopert on deck. He had a good hitting weekend. And up high, 2-1. So 2-1 now. Lampman to Seeley. Ground ball fouled on the third baseline. That'll even the count at 2-2. As Lampman just doesn't look like he's very comfortable with the ball. He moves it around, thrown to the ump a couple times here already. I don't know if there's not enough grip on it or something or what. But 2-2. Off speed pitch drilled to left center field. So a good job of Seeley waiting on that breaking ball and hits it into center field, and they'll have the leadoff hitter aboard. And here's Colin Hoopert, the lefty. He'll have to battle against another lefty here. There's Lampman. The long look, throw to first. Almost a swipe tag. And they call the balk. I don't think he stopped. Was that the deal? He went home first and then he went home and then to first. So once you go home, you got to go home. So that'll be a balk called. They almost had a swipe tag on Seeley over there. So Seeley now at second, no outs. See if that changes the strategy here for Coach Ryan. As Hoopert does handle the bat pretty well. Ball inside, 1-0. I would want Hoopert hitting. He's a good hitter. And there's a hit to center field. Seeley had a late jump, but with no outs, you're going to hold him anyways. So runners at the corner here. Little threat going here for the Cardinals. And 2 hits in the inning. We'll bring in another good hitter, Dane Pahacek. We saw that Baldwin Woodville do, 2 or 3 suicide squeezes against us? I don't think with Dryden Seeley at third you'd do it here, but Dane is also another good hitter. You want him to swing away here. Pahacek is playing his third base today. He's DH'd, played third, he's pitched. Had a pretty good year pitching for the Cardinals too. First pitch is 1-0. Hit down the line, fair ball. That's going to score 1. And Hoopert will check in at second base. So an RBI single from Dane Pahacek. And that'll tie it up 1-1. And here's Tucker Lanzing, catcher today, in the 8th spot, with a couple runners on and no outs. Cardinals could be in for a kind of crooked number here. And shows bunt. Good bunt back to the pitcher. Play to third, and it gets by him. So Hoopert will score, and Dane will stay at third base. Down to second will be Tucker. It's going to be a throwing error on the pitcher, and it's 2-1 Cardinals. So Cardinals are getting some easy runs here. Just what they need, right? However they can come. Now we're going to get a pinch runner here. Owen Bayer is going to run for Tucker Lansing. So it'll be Bayer at second, Pahacek at third, and still 0 outs here with the number 9 hitter, Cole Platson. And time called, late time call. Cole had some good battles up there against Ashland as well. Had a 9-pitch at bat, couple of hits. Good block by the catcher, saved a run. There's Kemmerer behind the plate there. It's 1-0. Lampman trying to get an out here. Bottom of the second. Cardinals already have 2 runs in. And another block, but it gets by the catcher. Pahacek will score, and it's 3-1 Prescott. And on that, Bayer will move to third. The catcher blocked. It was just too far outside. It bounced away. So now it's 2-0. And Lampman's struggling with control here. This will only be his 29th pitch. But throwing a lot of balls here in the second. 2-0 pitch. In there for a high strike. 2-1. Get on here and get your top of the order back up here. And the 2-1 pitch. Another block there. 3-1. So Bayer leads off at third, running for Lansing. And low, they walked him. So Platson walks. And it'll be runners in the corner again for Barrett Timmers. He walked his first at bat. Have a little pitching conference here. As Lampman still only registered an inning today. Trying to get an out any way you can here in the second. Now the Cardinals have the top of the order up. Barrett Timmers and Nolan Tomley. Platson can run as well at first. And signed by the catcher. See if they want to put on a play here. In case the Cardinals want to take second base. Second baseman's playing back, so it looks like they might give it to him. And they give it to him, yep. Yep, they balk, so he's going to score. Pahacek will score. And actually, not Pahacek. That'll be Bayer that'll score. And he'll take second base because of the balk. And it's 4-1 Prescott. Second balk of the inning on Lampman. He came to home first again and then went to first. There's a good breaking ball off speed in there, 0-1 now, working ahead. So Platson takes his lead. And the pitch. Inside, 1-1. If I were the Cardinals, I'd be playing with this pitcher some more. Make him try to do a pickoff move. He's already had 2 balks on the day. And check swing. Did not go, and it was called a ball. So it'll be 2-1, as it did not appeal either. And a fastball up high, 3-1. So still not an out recorded here in the second. Timmers looking for his second walk and his second at bat here. As here's the 3-1 pitch. Hit to left center field and down. Runner had to stop because of almost being caught. And Timmers in between first and second now. They got him caught out to dry. And now we have a run down here. And now they throw home, and everybody's going to be safe. So the problem was there, he ran at the first baseman, but they're just playing chicken there. And they just let him go to second. So now it'll be second and third with out and out recorded. Timbers will get the single and go to second. They could have got the guy in between third and home out and just let him go to second. They had Platson out, but there's a swinging strike from Tomley, 0-1. There's the second baseman. You might want to run at the guy instead of standing out there. But that's why I'm here, right, Paul? 1-1 now.
We have all the answers.
That's right. Number 2 hitter, he bounced out his first at bat. 0-1. And hit to the right side, foul territory, and a diving grab by the first baseman, Roll. He throws it in towards home, and a great play by George Roll. Did they call an out? And they said it hit the ground. Okay, so it hit the ground, so it won't be an out. We'll have to get a... Where's our instant replay here? So Tomlin's still there. Roll did not catch it. From my angle, it looked like he caught it, but the ump was right there. So 1-1 now. And 1-2. 1-2. Ground ball, fair ball down the line. That's going to score 1. Coming in is Timbers. He'll score. On to second is Tomley. And a 2-run double. The Cardinals are breaking the game open in the second. It's 6-1 Prescott. And it looks like we might get a pitching change here. Good hit by Tomley. Way to handle the bat right down the line. So new pitcher is going to be number 10. Jack Stoltenberg, the freshman, is going to come out and throw. And Lampman... I think Lampman might have went back to the... Looks like... So Stoltenberg will throw. And he comes in with no outs in the inning. Runner at second. So bottom of the second here, 6 runs in for Prescott, runner at second, and 0 runs recorded. And they have the 3, 4, and 5 hitter coming up now. Started off with 3 singles in a row from Seeley, Hoopert, and Pahacek, an error, a walk, and 2 more hits. So piling up the hits here is Prescott. So Stoltenberg is pretty good fastball there in warm-ups. Brady Block flew out to right field his first at bat, 0-1. And Cardinals will put up even more crooked number here if they can get past Tomley there at second. And pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0. We talked earlier about how big of a game it is for both of these teams. Ellsworth with a half-game lead over Prescott in the conference. Inside for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 from Stoltenberg. Fly ball center field. Didn't get much on it. They'll be out number 1. And no tag there, so out number 1. Fly ball off Brady Block. That'll bring in Mason Schumer. Lined out to first. In his first at bat. 0 for 1. And that's outside 1-0. Ninth man to bat here in the inning. And only 1 out recorded. And there's a high called strike, 1-1. We're getting the bees flying in here now. So 1-1 now. And hit to the pitcher. And they got Tomley caught up in between second and third. They'll run him back. And now they're running at Tomley. Schumer will take second. And they'll tag out Tomley. Schumer gains second. And that'll be out number 2. So now the guy who started all this, Dryden Seeley, single and a run scored. He'll be the 10th Cardinal up to bat. With still a runner in scoring position, 2 outs here. It's a good play by Stoltenberg to get the out at third. Off-speed pitch to right field, going to get down. And they are sending Schumer home. Is that the cutoff? Throw home. He is safe. So a little RBI single there for Dryden Seeley, and it's 7-1 Prescott. Good piece of running there from Schumer, scoring from second base. And this will bring in Colin Hoopert. Nice hit first at bat. He also scored a run. And whoa, way ahead of it there's Colin. And his face was down to the New Adventures learning sign on that swing. Wanted that one. So 0-1. It looked a little off speed there from Stoltenberg. So 11 batters, 7 runs, 5 hits. I believe they have 6 or 7 hits. And that bounces in the dirt. Seeley will stay at first, 1-1 now. And the 1-1. Low. So it'll be 2-1. And if he reaches, it'll be Dane Pahacek on deck. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Roll gets down on it. Knocks it in front of him and tags first. And that'll be all in the second for the Cardinals. But they get a big number, 7. 7-1 Cardinals. End of 2. Be 8-9-1 here for the Panthers against Colin Hooper. Only giving up one hit here through 2 innings. That's the foul back there, 0-1 now. Got that bright orange bat with a nice ting sound too. So 0-1 here, Hooper to Langer. And he steps off. And fastball's in there. Good pitch from Cullen, 0-2 now. Now you can do about anything here. Okay, and they call a balk on Hoopert there. They said they put 1 ball on the board, so I don't know what to call with no one on base, but and that's outside. I believe he said to put a ball on the count. So it'll be 2-2. I thought you had to have a runner on base to balk. But so it's 2-2. And inside now 3-2. I think they said he didn't continue his motion. And there's a swinging strike 3, so the ball call didn't mean anything there. Be out number 1. Third strikeout for Colin Hooper. The number 9 hitter, Nick Kemmerer, behind the plate today. And we might have to get a ruling on that if you can have a balk without runners on base. And there's strike 1. So 0-1 now. Hooper working ahead again. And swinging strike 2. Good looking fastball there. And the 0-2. Up high, 1-2. Good tease pitch there from Cullen. Try to make him chase. But Kemmerer did not want to chase that one. 1-2 now. And the pitch. Up high, 2-2. We're in the top of the third. Prescott put up 7 in the bottom half of the second. And 7-1 will be our score. And inside, full count now, 3-2. Cullen's got a little smirk on his face there. He wanted that one. And the 3-2 pitch. Low walked him. So he walked the number 9 hitter. That'll set up their leadoff hitter, Carter Pierce, who has their only hit. He stole a base and scored. So see what the Panthers do with 1 out here. As Hooper will work out of the stretch now. Throw to first, and they almost had him. Kind of danced to second there for split second there. Kemmerer gets his lead. And now swinging strike for Pierce, 0-1 now. So 0-1 here. Kemmerer gets his lead, and he kind of jumps back to first. Off speed pitch. Good pitch there from Collins. Swinging strike 2. 0-2 now. With 1 down. And the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball left side. Timmer's running over, calls him off, and he's got it. Back to first will be Kemmerer. And out number 2. That'll bring in Griffin Blomberg. He struck out swinging his first at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. And off-speed pitch to Blomberg to just stay outside and high. The ball 1-0. Kemmerer is the runner at first. It's 1-0 to Blomberg. A good fastball, 1-1 now. In there for a strike. And falls back towards the house. Hooper will be ahead of the count here, 1-2 now. Came with a really good fastball today. See what they go to here. And a swinging strike 3. 1 runner left on base for Ellsworth. No runs in. And go to the bottom of the third. It's still 7-1 Prescott. Here's Dane Pahacek. Single RBI and a run scored, 1-for-1 on the day. He'll go against Stoltenberg, who came in last inning. He got him out of all the jam. And there's the first pitch strike. Most of the runs were given up by Lampman. And Stoltenberg did a nice job of getting out of the jam. It'll be 0-1 to Dane Pahacek. And foul back off the backstop. Be 0-2 now. So Stoltenberg ahead of the count now. On Pahacek, 0-2. Off-speed pitch, hammered to left field. That's foul. He almost hit that out. Good swing there from Dane. Be 0-2 again. Got to get a fresh baseball. Right? If they hit it or if it hits something, got to get a fresh baseball. So another 0-2. Hit up the middle, shortstop, bounces around and off his chest. And they'll give him an error, E6. So Pahacek, the leadoff hitter, is on. Second error on the day for the Panthers. Here's Tucker Lansing, reached on an error and scored. So officially 0-for-1. Pahacek goes and show bunt, pulled away. And now it's in the center field. Pahacek's going to gain third. The throw to third, he's in there. Kind of a hesitation by both teams. Pahacek thought he bunted it. He stopped. All the infielders for Ellsworth stopped. It goes to center field, and Pahacek goes to third. So he'll get a stolen base. Be no outs. And I believe Lansing pulled it away. So, yeah, it's a ball. 1-0. A weird play there. And a big swing there from Lansing. Misses it 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Stoltenberg. In the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Keeping Pahacek third and saving a run. That is Kemmer again. We saw the St. Croix Falls catcher Make a lot of nice saves over the weekend. A lot of nice blocks. Threw out a couple guys stealing. I think that's why they're the number 1 team in Division 3. But there's a foul back for Lansing, 2-2 now. But Prescott had them. They just couldn't get, only got a couple of walks all game. Couldn't get any hits against Olson, which not a lot of teams really do. That's why he's going to Purdue next year. They'll like him in the Big Ten. 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch. Bounce to short. Run will score. Nice hard throw there. It'll be an RBI for Lansing. And it's 8-1 Prescott. Here's Cole Platson. He walked and scored. So no official bat today. And off speed, ground ball to first. Roll has it and tags it. There'll be a 3U unassisted. So I think I might have slighted George Roll over there. I think he's more like 6'7". I believe he's a 6'7" freshman over there. I remember him playing basketball. And there's another off-speed pitch to leadoff hitter Barrett Timmers. A single, a walk, and a run scored. 1 for 1 on the day. Takes ball 1. 2 down here in the third. Cardinals put across another run here. 8-1. Off-speed pitch again. So Stoltenberg going to strictly breaking balls and changeups now. Not really using the fastball. That one's low, 2-0. But Prescott has kind of waited on it here. And that time the fastball ground, I believe, off his foot, foul. 2-1 now. And the 2-1. Ground ball, third base, and foul. Just wide of the base. As did Ellsworth. Cardinals scoring on an error as well. Ellsworth scored on their second inning off an error. And so the Cardinals here, how they got their 8th run. And now a 2-2 pitch to Timmers with 2 down. Nolan Tomley on deck. Strike 3, got him in the dirt. He'll have to throw down to first. And that'll retire the side. The Cardinals do get a run in here in the bottom of the third. And we have end of 3, 8-1 Prescott. That'll bring number 3 hitter in the top of the 4th for the Ellsworth Panthers. Nolan Coomer reached on an error at first base. And it'll be Colin Hooper's 4th inning. Only giving up a hit so far. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Good looking pitch there. Started off slow with that breaking ball, but it's been in the zone here ever since that first inning. So 0-1 on Coomer. And fastball high, 1-1. And now 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Good fastball. Fouled off. 2-2 now. Looks like Hooper might be throwing a little bit harder now in this fourth inning. Fastball zipping in there. Be a 2-2 count. And a squibber off to second. Schumer fields it to first. Got him out. Out number 1. Be a 4-3 putout. And here's 23, Derek Johnson, growing into a double play. Other notes, girls softball are at St. Croix Falls tonight. And tomorrow they finish up against Blair Taylor, 18-0. For a non-conference game there. As playoffs start for them. Pitch to Johnson as a strike. Playoffs start next Tuesday at home versus Gale or Aquinas. So, girls winning another Middle Border Conference championship. There's strike 2 swinging. So get on out to Briggs Frey Field next week on Tuesday. Watch a playoff game. 0-2 now to Johnson. Out of the way there, inside for a ball, 1-2. Ground ball to short. Timmers fields and throws. High throw. Good tag by Seeley. Out number 2. And Ryan yells out to Timmers, throw the ball. He's kind of held back a little bit there. And when you tend to hold it back is when you get your control issues throwing it. Just got to throw the ball. What good tag there by Seeley. Out number 2. And here's Anthony Madsen. Flew out to Nolan Tomley in center. 0 for 1 as Hooper's breezing by this lineup now. Another swinging strike. Good fastball, 0-1. Got a nice breeze coming through here. Or if that's the fan. Oh, the fan. Heather moved the fan out for us. Let's say, it's just get windy up here. Or? Next pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. Number 5 hitter Madsen. Breaking ball stays out, 2-1. Worked ahead of the last 5 hitters and now behind here on Madsen, 2-1. Fastball fouled back to the backstop. Good cut there from Madsen. Now it's 2-2. Let's see what he wants to go with here. And in the dirt, blocked by Lanes, will have a full count. It's right by your feet there, Tucker. There you go. So 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the 4th, 8-1 Prescott here at beautiful Fire Hall Field. And he swings. Well, it's either a walk or a strikeout here. They appeal, and he did swing. And say it looked like he did swing for the 3rd out, and he did. Out number 3 will come for a strikeout. 1-2-3 inning here. Going to the bottom of the 4th, 8-1 Prescott. And I want to thank our Booster Club members. I want to thank Croy Insurance Agency, Sternhost Chevrolet, over 89 years of service to Prescott, First National Bank of River Falls and Prescott, Heart, Hands, and Mind Child Care, Helmer Printing in Ellsworth, Prescott Family Dental, Patax IGA, serving Prescott since 1912, PC Bonkers, River City Stitch, and the Wisconsin Credit Union, inspiring better. Thank you to all of our cable, YouTube, and NFHS subscribers. Hope you're watching a good game tonight as the Cardinals break out the bats. 8-1, bottom of the 4th. Colin Hooper throwing a nice little one-hitter. And I believe we'll start the 4th with Nolan Tomley, with Stoltenberg still out there for the Panthers. And he's only given up 1 run, so Stoltenberg's pitched pretty good here in the 3 innings he had to come on. He had to come on in that 2nd inning after that big 7-run inning there from Prescott. Got the last 3 outs, or say the only 3 outs of the inning, in relief of Lampman. Good to see the freshman out there pitching well. And here's Nolan Tomley. Had a big 2-run double last at bat. Also a great athlete on this Cardinal team. Wide receiver on the football team. Had a pretty good year last year. And there's a low strike call, 0-1. And the 0-1 from Stoltenberg. Blocked and a ball in the dirt, 1-1. And the 1-1. Foul. The backstop. Kind of might have went between his feet. So I was telling my sister, I think women's fast pitch should employ the same thing. Have the on-deck batter get the foul ball so the play can keep going. Fast pitch, I think the catcher gets it every time. But they have you guys have closer in fences, I believe. Breaking ball popped up, foul territory. And out of play. Third baseman over for a look, but didn't have enough room. Well, the on-deck guy gets it to just keep the pace of play going. So it'll be 1-2 again to Tomley. From Stoltenberg. Up high, 2-2. Good eye there from Nolan. Fans still piling in here at Firehall Field. Always see the golf carts out there, first base line. As that is a ball now to Tomley. Full count, 3-2. And there's a hit, shortstop, caught it, almost over the glove. But couldn't quite dink it over his glove. Be out number 1 on the bat of Tomley. Here's Brady Block, 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts today. Speed pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Now working out of the stretch is Stoltenberg. I don't think he's thrown out of the windup yet today. It's been all out of the stretch. 1-1 now. That one goes to the backstop. Ball in the dirt. Catcher glaring into the dugout for the sign. He's got it. And here's our 1-1. Ground ball, third base. He's got it. Strong throw. And out number 2 will be a 5-3 putout. So Stoltenberg only has 1 hit given up. And only 1 run via error. And here's Mason Schumer. Fielder's choice, a line out, and he runs scores. He's 0 for 2. And there's a ball in the dirt, 1-0. Schumer had some nice base running a couple innings ago, scoring from second. And 1-0 pitch. Oh, good breaking ball. It stayed outside, though. 2-0. Looked like it caught the corner, but must not have came back. So 2-0 now to Schumer. And hit to second on a 1-hop right to his glove. Throws him out. Cardinals will go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. And we still have the same score. It's 8-1 Prescott. Osceola. Here's Caden Graff to start off the fifth for Ellsworth. Not much on the bases all day. He struck out swinging, and there's a little ground ball to the pitcher. Throws. Good fielding play by Colin Hooper. Throws him out. Be a 1-3 put out. Seven in a row sent down now for Hooper. Number 5, George Roll. I was telling my sister, I think he's 6'4", but I looked and I think he's more 6'7", 6'8", and he is a freshman. And he reached on errors first at bat. So 1-0, Hooper to Roll. And inside 2-0. Top of the fifth, 8-1. Home fans see some winning magic here. That one's fouled off to the house to the right side. Be 2-1 now. Off the roof. House sees a lot of baseballs. It's already had one off its door. Now it had one off the roof. And swinging strike 2 there. Good pitch by Cullen. Roll was a little behind that. 2-2 now. If I were them, I'd just have the tree overgrow everything. Block all the baseballs. And the 2-2. Kind of up on the hands. Pop up and out of play here. Third baseline. So another 2-2 here. Hooper to Roll. And just high and outside with a full count here. 3-2. And hit to left field. That's going to get nothing said. Foul. Look like he kind of tomahawked that down the line. I was waiting for the hump to call a foul. I couldn't quite see it from here, but. So 8th pitch of the at bat here for Roll. 77th of the day for Hooper. And the pitch. Struck him out swing. That'll be the 6th strikeout for Colin Hooper. He's gotten them all by swinging, so once again, on a good game, here's Cullen. So bringing Max Langer. He's one of the strikeouts, as that one's in there for strike 1 on a breaking ball. And now the 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Swinging strike. 0-2. Good mix here for Hooper here in the 5th. One base runner allowed on the day. Actually 2. Correct that, 3. A couple errors on Prescott and a hit. So 3 base runners. Only 1 by a hit. Next pitch is a ball. 1-2. That was way high. 2-2 now. So 2-2, 2 outs, top of the 5th. It's number 8 hitter Langer. And foul tip in the glove, another strikeout for Hooper, number 7. And that is 9 in a row for Cullen Hooper. And 1, 2, 3, go the Panthers in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 8-1 Prescott. Bottom of the fifth, Fire Hall Field. Leadoff hitter will be 29, Dryden Seeley. 2 for 2 today. RBI, runs scored. First pitch is in there for a strike. New pitcher, number 9, Carter Erickson, the junior right-hander, will come in for the Panthers. I've seen all these pitchers go from the stretch all day. I don't know if they go through the windup or. But 1-1 there. That's ball high. There's a foul ball, left side. We have a 1-2 count now to Dryden Seeley. Batting his usual number 5 spot today. Here's a pitch from Erickson. Off-speed pitch, got him swinging.
Nice pitch.
So good pitch there from Erickson. That'll be a strikeout for Seeley. And up next will be Cullen Hoopert. He's 1 for 2 with a run. Grounded out to first. His last at bat. And that's outside corner for a strike, 0-1. So Erickson coming in and throwing strikes here for the Panthers. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit to right field. Right fielder going back over his head. So Hooper rounds first. He'll go to second. He'll check in there. And it'll be a 1-out double for Cullen Hoopert. He has done that a lot this year. Pulled the ball over the right fielder's head. That'll be Dane Pahacek, another good hitter here for the Cardinals. 1 for 2, 2 runs, RBI, and a stolen base. And we're going to get a runner here, maybe? No one at second base. Looks like it'll be number 12. Dylan Sterud will run for Cullen Hoopert at second. So 1 down here, bottom of the 5th. Batter's Pahacek. And the pitch. Up high, 1-0. Good to see the bottom half of the Cardinals order has 5 of the 8 runs. It's always good in the bottom of the orders. Pulling the weight a little bit. Pop up right side, roll running back. Right fielder running in. Long run, it's going to drop. So it'll be a little blooper there. Good block by the third baseman. Sterud will move up. There'll be a little bloop single there for Pahacek. And runners at the corner. Bringing Tucker Lansing. 0 for 2, RBI and a run scored. It's a long run for both players. So first and third, 1 out. Now Erickson in a jam, showing bunt as Lansing takes it back. Runner will go down to second base. It'll be second and third. And the 1-0 pitch, swinging away here, hit to left field, hit really hard, foul ball. That was almost close to a home run. So big swing there from Tucker Lansing, 1-1 now. Off-speed pitch, ahead of it again down the third baseline. So Lansing Pretty hard hits here, but got to get it in between the lines here. Be a 1-2. Pahacek at second, Hooper at third. A couple more runs out there for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the fifth. Off-speed pitch ahead of it again. It's so hard as a hitter sitting back on those pitches. When you see it's right there in your hitting zone, you have to wait back on it. Yeah. If you can, it'd be like one of his foul balls that almost went out. So 1-2 again here. And the pitch with a fastball outside, 2-2. Good eye from Tucker. And if he were to reach, it'd be number 9 hitter Cole Platson. And there's a pop-up left field. And he has it. Runner at third will tag. So it'll be a sac fly there from Lansing. It'll be 9-1. Good at bat there from Tucker. So here's Cole Platson. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Gets the hit against a righty now is Platson. Erickson in relief of Stoltenberg. Off speed in there for a strike. Good pitch there from Erickson. Pahacek's still out there at second base. See if Platson can hit him in here. And there's a hit to left center field. Both runners going back. That's going to drop. That's going to score a run. Platson to second base. And a good gap shot there from Cole Platson. RBI double. And it's 10-1 Prescott. Now it's Barrett Timmers. 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging his last at bat. Has a run scored. And that one's up high for a ball. 1-0. They bring in Platson here, and that'd be the game on the 10-run rule. But 10-1 for now. 1-0. And a swinging strike there from Timmers. 1-1. We've seen him ahead a lot of the balls this weekend too. Just got to wait back a little bit. Never wears batting gloves. 1-1 kind of off the hands. Little blooper there. And that's going to drop, and that will score a run. So I think that's going to end the game here on a 10-run rule. As Timmers is just off the hands there. And that will be our game. As Platson will score from second. And 10-run rule is in effect. And this will probably help out the Cardinals here for seeding as they go to 6-6 in the conference. 5-6 will be Ellsworth. As those two teams, Prescott now goes into 4th place in the Middle Border Conference, 7-11 overall. Prescott will go to, or Ellsworth will go to 9-7. And the next time we'll have you guys here will be Monday against Osceola. But for tonight, only 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors for Ellsworth. 11 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for Prescott. Colin Hooper pitched a great game tonight, a 1-hitter. Only 3 base runners on base for Ellsworth. And for Chris Hove, Paul Most, Heather Hove, and Larry Im, we'll catch you on Monday. Have a great week.